Well, good evening, everyone, and good afternoon. Is it good morning in Canada? I don't know, but good afternoon to everyone. Then we have a very special guest, two special guests today. In fact, you're all special, but two very in particular special guests. We have Mr. Neil Roth, the CEO of Avini Health, and we also have Mr. Mickey Dillon, superstar himself, coming on to share the new news that is going to happen across the US, Canada, and the UK on the 1st of June. So I'd like to hand over, if I may, to Neil.
Very good. Thank you very much. I am going to try and share something. So we'll start that way, right?
Yep.
Nice and dark, huh?
We can see your screen.
Oh, you can see that now, right? Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Hold on a minute. I got to make it. All right. So you can see that, right?
We can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
So we're beginning what we call the Avini experience. So let's talk a little bit. I got to give you a little bit of history before we go through this. As many of you know, we started just 4 years ago, May, okay, as a company. And we started the company because Rick and I have been putting Cell Defender as well as a couple other products in other network marketing companies for a few years. And what happened was uh, every time we put it in a company, somebody screwed it up. And it wasn't the distributors, it was the owners of the companies. The original company that it was in, the guy just messed it up, decided he wanted to make it himself, and then made an inferior product. And then after that, we started in 2019 up again with another company, started really doing well with the product, and then he got arrested. He's actually in jail for fraud and embezzlement and wire fraud. I mean, you just can't even make this stuff up, what occurred. So in the beginning of 2022, we were approached by a number of distributors and said, please start a business on your own. You got to understand my background is a lot of business as well as being in network marketing for 30 years. I've ran multi-billion dollar companies. Rick has been making products for 30 plus years that equal literally billions of dollars in sales over that period of time. So we decided to start that company, and we had a couple of things in mind. Number one, it was going to be about the distributors and about the products. Okay, in other words, we wanted to make sure the distributors knew they were being taken care of, and they were really the number one asset that we had. The second thing was that we had amazing products, and we do have amazing products. And I think over the last 4 years, we've proven that. When we started out, the first month we were in business, we actually did more than Rick and I had planned for 12 months out. So we knew we had something, a tiger by the tail, as they say, and we knew we had to keep on moving. One of the issues is that we've been very product oriented for the last 4 years. Product orientation is great, but it really doesn't create what network marketing industry, would call business. All right. There's a lot of business builders. It sounds a little commercial, but it's really not commercial because without business builders, we don't have the business in order to make enough money to ship you more goods. I mean, they all go hand in hand. So, if you notice over the past uh, few year or two, I don't know how it works in England, but here in the United States, you can't watch TV without seeing a commercial about pharmaceuticals. I don't know if they do it over there, but here it's just awful. Okay, but here's the deal with it. They don't talk about the product right away. They talk about the lifestyle the product gives you. Okay, it's all about lifestyle, and then they sort of throw in the fact that it's going to kill you along the way. You know, we don't have that issue. We actually going to help you with a better lifestyle, and at the same time, we're going to turn around and take good care of you from a lifestyle basis. Whether that lifestyle is just being healthy, or making a little bit of money to live a better lifestyle, or making a lot of money to live an incredible lifestyle. Whatever it takes, whatever you want to do, we have that opportunity. So, one of the things that we looked at as we moved along and said, we really need to do some difference. I don't know if all of you have gotten to see the new website. The whole new website is up. You can see in that website the whole lifestyle feel and difference to what we're doing, and yet we didn't go away from the products. It's about the products, okay? Because it'll always be about the products, but it's about how the products help you live a lifestyle, whether it be a financial lifestyle or a lifestyle, whatever you want it to be. We've created a new, we're now the Avini experience. We have feel better, look better, live better. That's what we're about. Think about that. That really covers everything that we're all talking about. So I'm going to go pretty quick because it took us 6 hours to go through this the other day. I don't think you want to spend 6 hours with me. So, okay. Uh, you can see it takes seconds sometimes to go to the next page. Hello. Sorry for the delay. So I want to talk to you. What? Okay, so and excuse me, this is the lifestyle I was talking about. You see, it's got the products, but this guy's about to crash and is going to need plus relief. Come on, you know. And then whether it be for pets, we have one for everything. The initial website didn't have this in the back where you buy, but this is the kind of pictures you're going to start seeing in the back also over the next month. We're still working on the website. It's a major undertaking to change your website. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is the compensation plan. We've created a compensation plan that I think is as straightforward as any that's out there in the industry. It also paid more. We built this compensation plan to make 47 to 50% commissions for the distributors, which is very heavy. The average in the industry is in the 30s, an actual payout. I'm talking actual payout. Our plan is for 55%. Well, because of the way we built the plan, we built it a lot so people at the lower levels were getting a higher amount of money. And then when you get to the diamond levels and the emerald levels and the different diamond levels, there was more breakage. You know what breakage is? That's the difference to get to the next level. You don't nobody's getting paid that money, so that money falls back to the company. Well, over the last year, that percentage has dropped down to 43%. Now, you can say, if I was one of those greedy owners, I would say, oh, this is cool, we'll keep this. But that's not the point. The point was we promised we were going to do 47 to 50%. So I needed to take a look at the compensation plan and say, what can I do to help people make more money? So I get back to the 47 to 50. So what I did is, Mickey and I, we looked at what's the stops that people have? And what occurs when people come into the business. So, if you look at the compensation plan, I made it pretty. Isn't that pretty? A lot more colors. Okay. You know what's changed on this whole thing? The colors. Nothing's changed here. Okay. But what we did is made it one major change that makes you move up quicker and being able to do it better. So if you look at it, you see the red here? That's the major changes to the entire enhancement that we made to the comp plan. So now I'm going to explain it to you, okay? What we did is we added a new enrollment category called preferred customer. Okay? So what is a preferred customer? It's someone who's interested in taking the Avini products and would like to purchase at wholesale. They are not interested in being a distributor. Have you met people like that? They want to take advantage of the auto ship program and get the full 20% reward points for their auto ship. That right now they get like 15 or 16%. In order to do that now, they will enroll with a $299, what we call an Avini Experience Pack. The old $299 that made you a distributor only makes you a preferred customer now. So what does that mean to you? All right. Also, if they decide to become a distributor in the future, just like if you're a retail customer and you wanted to become a distributor, you're going to have to upgrade and you're going to have to do it and buy $499 or $999. over the period of time, Adrian, we'll talk to you about the advantages of talking that way, right, Adrian? But I'm not going to get into that today.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So what are the advantages for a distributor using a preferred customer? Why do I say it's going to help your compensation plan, your compensation, excuse me, improve? Okay. When a preferred customer signs up, the enrolling distributor receives a $75 bonus. The new preferred customer will be in their enrollment tree and not their trinary tree. Do you understand what that means?
Yeah.
You're not going to be, they're not going to go into the holding tank and you're not going to place them somewhere. What occurs when you place them somewhere is whatever volume they do has to be in that leg. If you put them in the biggest leg or the smallest leg or whatever becomes the smallest, biggest, you know what I mean? Your legs move. So whatever comes in, that happens. But now, by the way, you'll also receive 100 points in your PV as opposed to them receiving it, okay? Any volume you enroll, your preferred customer generates will also go into the enroller's PV at 100%. Right now, you're only getting 50% on retail. So you're getting more PV, and it's going into your PV, not into your leg. You understand the difference there, okay? So what does that mean? Your PV now goes into your weakest leg, meaning you can rank up faster as your weak leg grows. We determined very easily two things. One of them is that the biggest problem people have is their weakest leg. Staying up, and even though we made them small numbers, 5%, 10%, 15%, that is still what's holding most people back from getting to the next level. Okay. The second thing is people were enrolling at 299 and not having, and then, you know, what we found with the 299 distributors as we looked at numbers, because numbers count, was that 98% of the people who came in 299 either became a customer or nothing. Less than 2% ever did anything. So it really didn't make any sense to bring people in at 299. And that your preferred customer will actually count as a retail customer in your count for the retail months. So those are the two things people are having the biggest issues with: the weakest leg and the retail customers. And we think we address both with this. It also gives people the ability to bring people in and buy at wholesale without the expectations or spending time thinking that they wanted to be a distributor. Any future order of your preferred customer will make them count as a customer in the compensation plan for that month. That's big. That's a big deal. So the compensation enhancement is preferred customer, grow your weakest leg. Now, how are you going to get those people? Real simple. We have a video that we cannot show you yet because it's not effective till June 1st. But that video, just by sending out that video, you're going to have people determine for themselves what they want to do. Okay, we call it a 1, 2, or a 3: a retail customer, a preferred customer, or a distributor. And sorry, that's spam. He calls me all the time. I hate him. The purpose of the video, and Mickey's going to talk more about it, and so well, Kyle's not on this. Normally, Kyle would be on this with us, but the purpose of the video is for you to be fearless in sending it to people, and letting them decide what to do, and not looking at somebody and going, Adrian, you look like you need plus motion, or Susie, you look like a business person. Let them decide what they want to do. When you see the video, and you have to just take me for my word now, but when you see it, Adrian has seen the video. He could attest to what I'm talking about. I cannot show it to you because somebody already tried to copy it and start sending it out, and it's going to screw up everything. You send it out now because it's not available in the back office. Okay, but it's going to help you guys beyond belief in running your business. So. Oh my God, I didn't want this on here. Come on, get past this. Okay. Mickey, it's up. You're up.
Yes, sir. Am I going to be able to control the slides, or are you going to have to do
you
that?
just tell me when you want to go.
Okay. Well, along with that, and the thing I think about the compensation enhancements is it's going to help you make money, more money, and faster money. And we all know in this industry, if we can put money in somebody's pockets pretty quickly, they're going to want to stick around because they'll start to see the potential of what's going on. So we actually have now a new destination or designation that we're going to kind of form as our focal point of the system. And that's the Avini Accelerator. And it's going to be an exciting thing. And if you become an Avini Accelerator, and one of the things that I think we've done, and you guys will probably understand what I'm talking about here, I think we've overcomplicated everything. And what I believe is we need simplicity. We need everybody to be able to do what we do. So the simplicity is let's get started. Let's put together a plan and start getting that video in other people's hands. So next slide, Neil. So what is an Avini Accelerator? Well, it's somebody that comes into the business at either $4.99 or $9.99. Now, let me also say that anybody that's in the business already, you have the chance to become an Avini Accelerator, regardless of what level you came in. You have the chance to do that. Neil's going to talk about some of the promotions that are going to occur in June where you can take advantage of that. But you also want to then enroll in the AutoShip program. AutoShip is the backbone of your residual income. So that's a big part of building that residual leveraged income that becomes permanent through the use of the product. All right,
Mickey,
Neil.
I just want them to understand that's not you have to enroll in the AutoShip program to become an Avini Accelerator.
Yes.
There's no should in
That's
that.
part of it. That's part of it.
That's creating the duplication and making people understand how we run our business.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Next. All right. So how do you become an Avini Accelerator? In your first 30 days, you enroll 3 distributors. A distributor is either $4.99 or $9.99. That's how you become an Avini Accelerator. So what this is going to create is, number one, momentum in people's organizations. There's going to be a little bit more urgency of people getting out there instead of waiting around to get some kind of result. And I say that, and let me just share with you my experience because I think it's important. I've now been in this industry over 30 years as a distributor. Started with a product that was fiber, been involved with the zeolite since 2005. And all I can tell you is I still haven't had any kind of miraculous result. My miraculous result is that I'm 66 years old and never been on a prescription drug and basically have, vessels that are clean and lungs that are clean. That's my product story. That's what this is. It's not about trying to heal everyone. I mean, we got a whole population out there in the world that we can help understand prevention. So that's important to know. But first 30 days, what are we going to do? We're going to host an Avini experience party or 2. I would suggest 2 in those first 30 days. Start inviting aggressively for the party for those people that are local. We all have a group of local people that we can get together in one location. And I would imagine in the UK and in Canada, like in the US, people are now hungry to get out around people. We kind of quarantined everybody to death there for too long. And so people are ready to get out and they want to have fun. And this is fun. If you guys had been able to be in Boca with us this past weekend, this was on a different level than anything anybody in Avini has ever experienced. I mean, it was like a party. The whole thing was like a party, and the stories and everything that you see here. All right, next, Neil. So they'll come in with the Advantage Pack, the Avini Advantage Pack. That's what we're calling the $4.99 and the $9.99. We'll have several different packs, but if you bring in 3 that come in at the same level you did, then you've got all your money back. What a great story. I got started in this company 30 days ago, and guess what? I got busy. I got the information out, had a couple of parties, and not only did I get all my money back, I got 3 times my money back. I made serious money in my first 30 days. And we can have those kind of stories. And if you think about what you've seen so far with Avini over the 4 years, we don't really talk about that much. We talk about the products all the time, which drives the business, but also income drives the business as well. And so then we want to simply start this duplicatable process. So let me give you kind of an example. Let's say we have a party at my house tonight, and I enroll Adrian and Susie into the business. I'm going to say to Adrian and Susie, I'm getting my calendar out. What day next week do you want to host your party at your house? And we think it's important that you have these things in your home. Now, I know some people live in remote areas and maybe it's hard to get to and that kind of thing, but the home is the best place if you can possibly do that. But we want to get that party scheduled quickly. We don't really necessarily have to go home and learn everything there is to know about zeolites. We just need to start getting people on the phone, getting them invited to what we're doing. If they're not able to make it, get the video in their hands. And you guys are going to love the video. The video is going to sort for you. What does that mean? It's going to sift and sort. You'll be able to find out where that person is, because on the video, the lady actually closes it out by saying, are you a 1, 2, or 3? A 1's a retail customer. A 2's a preferred customer. A 3's a distributor. Which one are you? And so you just sit there and you look at Adrian and you go, Adrian, are you a 1, 2, or 3? And then you don't say anything. And he's going to tell you what he wants to do. Now, some people are going to say, well, I don't want to do any of it. Well, that's okay. We're going to get some no's, but they're going to decide. We're not going to decide for them. And that's a big problem. We all tend to decide for people. You know, and Neil made the comment at our Boca Regional, you know, he was an executive with a multi-billion-dollar company. Most people would think he'd never do network marketing. Guess what he did? Network marketing. You know, same thing here. Pharmaceutical business. Most people wouldn't think I'd do it. I did it. I was looking for something else. So next slide, please. So your goal is to really become an Avini accelerator machine. I mean, that's what it is, a machine. You want to duplicate that process. So I'm going to enroll my 3. I'm going to become an Avini accelerator. Now my goal is to continue to keep sifting and sorting, but I'm going to help those 3 as quickly as possible enroll their 3. And what will happen if you do this properly, 30, 60, 90 days into this, you're going to have an organization that's doing these parties, these experience parties all around the country, around the world, every single day and every single night of the year. That's what happens. And that's when you truly start to see what this can do. So this is going to be really a backbone piece of our compensation plan, of our system. Neil, hit that next slide, please. So with that, we're going to have a lot of really special things for the Avini accelerators. We're going to a lot of recognition, certain conference calls, training, Zoom specifically for them. More than likely, we're going to have a special seating area for them at our next summit and summits to come. Swag, hotel, I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff. It's going to be a big deal to be an Avini accelerator. And each one of us that are already in the business, we have the ability to do that. And Neil will talk about that in just a second. So this plays into this whole simple system of duplication. So you get started with one of the advantage packs. You make your list, you schedule your party, and you get going. You start inviting people to the party. And the party's a very simple thing. It's nothing ostentatious. You don't have to have a bunch of food and all this glamorous stuff. And, you know, it was funny because Kyle was doing the presentation and he said, you know, if your house is normally a mess, keep it a mess. Have a party at your house. You don't really have to change anything, because then people say, well, I could do that. You know, I mean, I live in a pretty small condominium. I can remember when I got started in my first network marketing company, having 23 people packed in my little living room in a condominium. I mean, they were sitting on top of one another. That generates excitement, you know, when you got strangers sitting on top of one another. So, you know, we can do this and we can do it right. So host that party You're going to have probably a team member that's going to be there with you, but it's going to be real simple. Go ahead, Neil. A real simple process where if we do this properly, we have a party, we enroll 3 or 4 or 5 people, and here's what will happen, and you guys will see this. You may not truly believe it until you start really using the tool. I call it you find customers by accident. I literally have not ever gone out looking for a customer. I've gone out looking for business builders. And you know what I found along the way? A whole bunch of customers because most people aren't going to do what it takes to become a true business builder, but they need the product. And so you'll find a lot of customers by doing that. Becoming an Avini accelerator is a big part of it. You want to do that in your first 30 days. Next, Neil. So then you just start the simple system over again. You enroll somebody, 7 days, we're going to be in your house doing a party. Boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, and the beauty of it is it's very simple. These parties are simple. And Neil, I don't know if you want me to go through kind of how a party's done or if you want to do that, but this is really important. This slide right here. We all tend to do this. We all tend to prejudge. Oh, well, they're too rich. Oh, well, they're too poor. They're too healthy. They're too unhealthy. We don't know. We have no idea. And in today's world, I believe there are way more people hurting financially than are really letting people know about it because it's tough. I mean, yesterday we filled my wife's car up and it was well over $100. And I was like, oh my goodness, to fill the car up. People need money. Let's don't Let's don't discount that, but don't prejudge them. So let's talk a little bit about what this preferred customer thing means for you. It's really going to help people save money. You think about it. If somebody got started with a six-pack cell defender, 414 retail, if they were a preferred customer, $299. So they've saved $115 right there alone. Then if they get on the auto ship, which I believe will have a lot of preferred customers that'll want to do auto ship because they'll get the product cheaper and then they're earning those 20% reward points. And you know what that adds up to is that adds up to more money in your pocket because you're able to get somewhere down the road, trade those reward points in for product. And that's like money. But for you as the distributor, there's so many advantages to the program. You get that $75 right off the bat. The 100 points goes into your weakest leg. Neil said it. We addressed the two biggest problems I think that most people had with our plan. One is getting enough customers at whatever rank you're at. And number two is that weak leg. So all of a sudden, all that volume starting to go in that weak leg, that's going to be a big, big deal. It's going to be fun. And this, as Neil said, all of this is going to start on June the 1st. So you want to get the ball rolling, get the momentum rolling. Do not sit back and wait. We have people, and we highlighted a couple of people, actually 3 people got on stage talking about how they have been doing parties for the last 3 to 4 weeks and the results they've had. And they were astonished. I mean, Crystal that you see there on the screen, she was scared to death to do it. And then she did it and she had great results doing it. It's really simple and it's fun. Once you do 1 or 2 or 3 of them, it's like old hat. So Neil, I'll turn it back to you to kind of go over some of the promotions and.
Okay. Well, I just wanted them to see that, we did test this with a bunch of people. There's only 3 of them. Every one of them signed people up at the meetings and had people who other people in their organization sign people up and rank up. Everybody ranks up together. That's the beauty of our thing is everybody works together and ranks up together. Okay. Okay. So first, I want to talk to you a little bit about, how that we are going to be doing something called the Avini Live, and we actually did one at the meeting on Saturday. each 90 days. The next one will be and I'll talk a little bit more about it. The next one will be at the next summit in Orlando. We are going to have an Avini Live event. The Avini Live event is actually where we'll do recognition as well as have cash, gifts, trips, all kinds of things for people who send in their Avini stories and get picked as the best Avini stories. That Avini story could be about your products, could be, about your health, could be about your lifestyle, it could be about your finances, it could be about whatever it is. Those that tug on the heartstrings enough, obviously, are the ones that are going to get it. So I'm going to give you an example of what we gave away at this one on Saturday. So you can see this is serious stuff we're talking about. So Tony got a NutriBullet blender. All right, that's a full size blender. Okay, it was a nice box. We actually had to ship it to her because she couldn't. It was so big you couldn't take it on the plane. Then we had Beats AirPods for Vic, and then we had another set of Beats AirPods for Diane Chasik. Then we gave Tim, who was I don't know if some of you have seen Tim's deal, but he was a 2001 9/11 fireman. That's done amazing for him. He got a best value ever bundle, $479 worth of product. And then Christy got a Molly Mae cleaning 2 times a month for 3 months. Okay. Hey, it's cool. Even though they said you don't have to clean your house to have a meeting, now she'll have a clean house. And last but not least, the number one pick got a $7,000 vacation to Moon Palace in Cancun.
Wow.
And we'll have lots more of these in at Orlando. Now, here's the only thing about it. You have to be there to get it. Okay? So, I know you're going to be there, Adrian, but unfortunately there has to be, the whole thing is about the excitement that occurs while you're there. I'm going to give you some other stuff now. We really believe that we can give you enough stuff when you come that it's be not only worth your while from a business standpoint, there'll be actual dollars back in your pocket that you can use and so that for the expenses that you paid. Okay, so this is how I ended up the meeting. So what's next? We gave them an Avini folder with a copy of everything you've seen today. That's one of the things you get when you come to a meeting is you get a lot more stuff. Okay. We know the website is online. This enhanced compensation plan and the new Avini experience video will be available on June 1st. You'll be getting an email the morning of the June 1st telling you exactly where to go and how to do it. It will be on your app on June 1st, so you can start sending out the videos. I would recommend you send it to everybody you've ever spoken to, including the people that are in your organizations that aren't doing anything today. Because we've now made getting healthy sexy. Okay? So I think when you see it, you'll understand. I apologize. I really can't show it because I showed it once and somebody took a copy of it. I just can't have it out. So I would start making your list for the new videos to send on June 1st. And I would start planning your June parties now. For anybody that you have that wants to grow, set them up. Start making the phone calls. Get them ready before the end of the month. Okay? Let's hit this thing, hit the ground running, as they say here in the U.S. I don't know if they say that there in England, but in the U.S. we say that. Okay. The next meeting will be October 15th to the 17th. And the first full Avini Live will be held on Friday night. It's a 3-hour affair of excitement that goes by in about 5 minutes. I can't believe we spent an hour and a half doing it. I thought we were going to spend 20 minutes. There's a lot of recognition, a lot of exciting things that occur at it. So
let me add to that, Neil, real quickly for everybody. There was not a dry eye in the room. Neil read the stories. And Neil had a hard time getting through some of the stories. I mean, it was an extremely emotional and uplifting event.
Yeah. I don't know. I was too busy trying to read without, tripping over my tongue. So we'll be holding meetings starting tonight, every Monday and Wednesday. The Monday normally is Mickey's deal. Was it 6 o'clock, Mickey? Right. And then Wednesdays at 6 o'clock our time, Pacific time, excuse me.
Yeah.
Um, but they will be recorded, so you'll be able to see them. You have people back in this part of the world, you probably want to get them on it. Okay. So let's talk about promotions. You like promotions?
Love
Yeah.
promotions.
Okay. So Avini Accelerator is the most dynamic part of the new duplication system. Fast start money, special pins, recognition, special seating, yada, yada, yada. A lot of good stuff. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. On June 1st, for 30 days, everybody gets a chance to do it again. You bring in 3 people at $4.99 or $9.99, you get to be a Avini Accelerator. And I'm telling you now, because you can't go today and say I'm going to bring in 499 people tomorrow. If you start working now, hopefully you'll bring some in and you'll get there. Because you want to be in a Avini Accelerator. You want to be, you want to know what to share. Okay, and it is exciting. Okay. So now, this is the kind of thing you get when you come to a meeting. Everybody who came to the meeting, actually, anybody they bring in this month, I'm going to let them use towards the Avini Accelerator. Not everybody in the business, but you got to understand, you take the time to come. I will always have stuff that you can actually make your money back on when you go home. And starting June 1st through August 31st to celebrate the new Avini experience, $4.99 packs will pay $250, and $9.99 packs will pay $500.
Wow. Well done, Neil. Fantastic.
That's a lot of money, guys.
That is.
It's a lot of fast start money. So that means if you bring in 3 people, you now made 50% on your initial investment. Think about that. That's pretty cool. There are investments I've made that I haven't gotten 50% after 10 years. And then again, everybody who was at the meeting is getting that bonus this month. Now, I know you guys, it was far for you guys, and I apologize. But I can tell you this, I will be there, and I can't remember, I think the third Saturday, Adrian, of the month, but I'll get you the exact date in September.
September.
To do a meeting for you. Okay, and I will do a small Avini live for you there.
Amazing.
Perfect.
It won't be as exciting because I don't have the music and I mean, you should see it. It was a party. I want to tell you, Claire had a bunch of the people with pom-poms screaming and yelling. I mean, it was just a blast. Everybody was laughing and screaming and crying, and it was just, it was truly an amazing deal. So save the date. Come to Orlando. For you guys, you can actually get to Orlando faster than I can.
Yep.
Faster from the UK than it is from Las Vegas. So what you did, we just did in 40 minutes is what took us 6 hours. So I'm sorry, but listen, I know I gave you a lot of information quickly. You're going to get to see this a lot more times. I just wanted to whet your appetite. And, Adrian asked me to whet your appetite a little bit on the excitement that we're going to have going forward. It's going to be a much easier duplicatable system with a lot more strength to it. We felt that after 4 years, it was time for us to, rebrand a little bit, make it a little bit more exciting. I mean, I think it got too staid after a while. We're doing the same thing over and over. When you do the same thing over and over again, it becomes really tough. Okay. Ranjit, do you have a question?
Yes, I just wonder, if you've got customers on AutoShip, they're not preferred customer, do they still get 15% back?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, nothing's changing. I
Okay,
said the only thing that's changing is if you become a preferred customer, the way it works for you. And it really works for you as well as for them because they have the opportunity to be wholesale. There's also, so for example, there's a $299 preferred customer, which we call it a Avini Experience Kit for people who want joint relief. There's weight management. There's self-defender. There's different types of $299 kits for different reasons for people to take it.
thank you.
You'll see, obviously you're going to see a lot more of this stuff come June 1st. or May 31st. We can probably send it out the day before. But we're really excited. And I have to tell you that everybody who was at that meeting this weekend walked out, their feet never touched the ground. They were walking on air because it's that exciting when you get to see it in person.
Well, I'm encouraged because there's people smiling, Neil, and that doesn't often happen over here. So they're smiling. Look, they're all of them I can see are smiling, which is lovely.
Well,
Perfect. Perfect. Anyone else got any questions? Linda, do you want to unmute yourself?
Yeah, thank you. So for somebody like me, I came in with the $2.99. I am working to be a distributor as far as I do have a downline. I'm part of those that will need to upgrade to the $4.99 to accelerate?
Everybody who's in now, who's a distributor is being grandfathered. You don't have to do it again.
Okay. But
everybody who came in at $2.99 up through May 31st will be a distributor.
Okay.
So Linda,
I actually was looking forward to the
bring in three distributors in that 30-day period.
I was kind of looking forward to the ability to buy a $4.99 pack discounted. I thought that might be nice.
Yeah, well, it was more of people getting annoyed that they would have to do it again than people who want to do it again, you know.
Okay, thank you.
You don't take away from people if you could help it. But listen, the whole thing makes a lot of sense. So, I mean, you got to make sure that somebody who says they want to be a distributor, but they don't know if they want to try it first. They could become a retail customer. If they become a preferred customer, either one, they're going to have to buy a $4.99 or $9.99 kit eventually. So that, Adrian can talk to you a little bit about how you use that to your advantage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Steve?
Anyone else have any questions? Steve Kuchin?
Can the current customer become a preferred customer?
Yes.
Upgrade?
They could buy a $2.99 kit and upgrade, yes. Which is something we really even haven't talked about, Mickey, and we need to.
Yeah.
But as I said in the meeting, this way nobody, the purpose of the $2.99 preferred customer being part of your custom account is to have you so you don't have to send any product to your dog.
Yeah, my dog got pretty healthy over the last.
I don't know what's going on. I mean,
my dog got pretty healthy over the last 3 years. I'm gonna tell you.
My dog's been drinking the meal replacement for ages.
Also, Neil, what is in the preferred customer packages?
It's a $2.99 pack. It's a regular
I know,
pack.
but what's in it?
Well, they'll be coming out. I mean, there's still Cell Defender packs. There's the weight loss packs.
Oh, okay.
The 2 weight loss packs. You got a Plus Motion pack, and you have a Health Wise pack. There's like 6 packs or something like that.
Okay,
like a multi-pack.
good. Thank you, guys.
Anyone else have any questions? How many of you are coming to Orlando?
Yes.
Me.
Hands up.
Come on, Steve, get your butt over here again. You're an American.
So we got 3 of us so far. We'll have to 4 of us. Any advances on 4? Have I got 5? Come on now, we got 5. Who's coming?
It's called making a declaration, right, Adrian?
Yes, you're coming, Suzette.
I'll be there in October.
Wonderful. There's 6. And Ranji, I hope you're bringing Jay this time.
Yes.
All right, well, there's 7. That's good. We need more.
There'll be more by the time we get there. Yeah.
Brian, so you're going to bring a few?
Yeah, there'll be more, definitely.
Good.
Maybe Natasha.
Natasha, what about you?
Maybe.
Definitely next year. 100% next year.
So, Natasha, exciting stuff for you considering you're brand new to the business.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So this is really exciting.
Very exciting.
Sorry, that's the dog talking here.
So I understand that in order for me to come see you, I have to get a visa now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very simple though.
How
Yeah,
the hell do I do that? I'll have to figure that out.
I'll work it out for you.
I'm going to come in on that Friday, so I'll be able to do a meeting for you on Saturday. I wasn't going to come really that early, but because the thing I'm going to is until Thursday.
Are you staying in central London?
Yeah, I'm staying right near the O2.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm a tennis nut, and the Labor Cup is being held, which is a huge tennis tournament, is being held at the O2 the following Thursday through Sunday.
Right.
So I'm coming early. So I could even do another meeting for you that week too, if at an evening or something.
Well, we'll have something set up for them, Neil.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get together and
Yeah.
get something
Yeah.
planned.
It's not. It's still going to be a 45-minute meeting. The new meetings are 45 minutes in a cloud of dust.
We like that.
You need to listen to the tape tonight that we do because Kyle is the one who developed it, and he'll do the best job of explaining that. That's why we didn't go into too much. He does a really good story, but it's all about your story. Why did you join the business?
Yeah. So this call tonight, I think that's 2 a.m. our time, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
You say so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be on it, Neil. I'll be on that call.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll keep yelling, "Wake up, Adrian!" every
Yeah.
once in a while.
Don't worry, I have some plus energy that keeps me going.
Is it a Zoom call?
Yeah.
It'll be
Recorded. Yeah.
recorded, and we'll get it out first thing tomorrow.
So all I can say to you is, you wait until the 1st of June or the 31st when you see this video. It is phenomenal. It's like a Hollywood production. So this video is going to help us so much. So much.
It was literally done. It was literally done in Hollywood. This was not done in my house. This was done in a studio in Hollywood with the director and the whole deal, and a professional actress.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Very exciting, isn't it? Very simple as well to send into it. Yeah.
So we haven't got to send loads of videos now. You've just got one video to send out to everyone. That's it.
And
The only thing that's going
clarification is brilliant.
you still will have product videos, but what I would recommend to you is always use this video. And if somebody wants to know more about the products, then you send them a product.
Yeah.
If you send a product video first, you're limiting your opportunity.
There you go.
And their opportunity. More important, you're limiting their opportunity. I mean, this is a 9-minute video. Okay, that's it. And in 9 minutes, it actually explains everything you could possibly want to know about our company and products and business. It's truly, it was written by a professional writer. I mean, it's really put together well.
Can I just ask all of you on here, how many of you would like a $7,000 trip to Cancun?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who would like that? You know, this is something we've all been waiting for. I can say it now. Now Neil's on the call. We've been waiting for this, and it's come. So all these, trips, a NutriBullet, AirPod, all this stuff that we can now win, have more fun. So that's another reason why we need to get as many people as we can to Orlando. All I can say is that the amount of times that Susie and I have been, I mean, Ranjit's been a few times, Brian's been, Lorraine's been, you come back, you're on fire. And then you'll, and I will say, Neil has a new slogan now. Are you ready for this one? I am Avini.
I am Avini.
I am Avini. That's the new one, and I love that. So great rebranding in my concern, and this is gonna put our businesses to a new level.
Gets to his goals quicker.
Yeah, all of your goals. So I hope we're gonna get onto another call after this at some point. You're gonna ring me. Let's get going. In the words of Dave Johnson, let's do this. Who's up for that?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
All right, gentlemen, ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Mickey, for coming on. Thank you for everyone else. It's been wonderful.
Thank you.
And I'll speak to you all soon.
There you go.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Fantastic.